Hey guys, MD Prepper here. Yet another cold steel smaller knife review of the fixed blade series. This time yet another one of my favorites, the Roach Belly. Roach Belly is a very unique blade, very pretty blade, very stylish, like it a lot. Just like the Fin Bear and the rest of their smaller line. These things are very low cost. Anybody can afford this. Ran me about $12 from Bud K, I believe. This one differs from the Fin Bear that I just did the review on, in that obviously it's got a big swept belly, which they compare to a roach. Again, there's a lot of Roach Belly knives out there. If I look at a roach carefully, I guess I can see the resemblance. Don't know if I'd necessarily name a knife that, but it does the job real well. This is one of my favorite day-to-day use knives that I've got. I have one of these in my kitchen. Use it almost daily for slicing vegetables, processing meat, dicing up things, all of that. That nice little swept edge does a good job of slicing into things. Now, this is not as good at woodworking as the Fin Bear. I probably would not baton with this. I guess you probably could if you're batoning down in here, but this is for finer slicing and chopping, that type stuff. This is my around the camp style blade. You can see the Roach Belly there. It's got your kind of standard musket and powder horn there. Got some jimping on the back side here, which I don't know how useful that is. Don't know if I necessarily have to have it, but I guess it's nice. This thing has, let's see, obviously a hollow ground blade, just like the rest of the line. Polypropylene grips. Now, unlike the ribbed Fin Bear, this one has kind of a wood-style texture. Don't know if you can necessarily see that, but also has a lanyard hole here, which is real nice. Kind of wish the Fin Bear had that as well. The wood texture, the way you hold this, holds it real well. Isn't going to slip on you. Now, just the way this blade is designed, it basically has a bit of a guard here. There's a little offset from the grips of the blade, so if you're worried about that Fin Bear slipping up on your hand and slicing you open, it's not going to happen with this one. You could stab and thrust with this one just fine. Has a decent point for that, and your hands are not going to slip on this blade unless you just got a terrible, terrible grip on this thing. It's going to do just fine. Just like the Fin Bear, this thing is about half tang. My super strong magnet came to about there. Just like the rest of them. Like I said earlier, that is not a knock on this blade. Mora knives have been around for years and years, and they're only half tang. Saves on construction cost and time. Works real well. No major issues there. Now, apart from being a polyground polypropylene grips there, it's a 4.5 inch blade, which is about a ½ inch longer than your Fin Bear. And the grips are a little shorter overall, but for this it works real well, the way you're going to grip this. Again, this is 8.5 inches overall. The exact same length as your Fin Bear. Let me pull that out here for just a second. There you go. Hopefully you can see that. Again, just different knives for a different purpose. This is not as good for working wood and those types of things in my opinion, but for camp cooking and just kind of kitchen use, I think this is a superior style blade. You can still do plenty of good woodworking and bushcraft with this. Honestly, I think the best idea for these two would be to have the Roach Belly and your little Fin Bear for whichever purpose you want. These things are ultra light, very cheap, very affordable. Again, the sheath, standard Cordura from Cold Steel, nothing special about it. Belt loop that can obviously be turned into an easy neck knife with a bit of paracord or a leather thong, something like that. It's going to get the job done. Fits in there nicely. Again, good retention with these grips. Not quite as good as the Fin Bear. You shake this thing hard enough, it's going to come out. Just because not as much of the grip is inside this thing. Has a shorter grip and not as much of the texturing in this direction. The texturing tends to run this way. So again, you shake it, it will slide out, but generally not a problem. Again, this is the Roach Belly. About, I don't know, $11, $12. Bud K and other places you're going to find it. I like it. Again, a good around the camp knife. Probably not my favorite for roaming around in the woods and survival generally, but if I've got a camp, that's going to do the job. MD Prepper out.